Well, shit. Made it back, Amanda.
We did. We took a little impromptu break.
Yeah. Barely made it back.
Yeah, we made it. We're not even doing the topic that I think we talked about last time because it was my job to do a co-occurrence today, but then I told Nikki, I'm like, my brain is just not being academic right now at all.
Yeah.
So I had all the topic ready and everything. Had like 5 articles all tabbed out, and I'm just like, I'm tabbed out. I can't do this anymore.
It's fine. But anyway, hi, we're a podcast. I'm Nikki, and that's Amanda. Say hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
And we are just two best friends traveling the neuroverse together because we're living in a neurotypical world, and we are not neurotypical girls. And this is not a neurotypical show, and we don't do neurotypical things.
Yeah,
so
don't expect consistency from us. You're never gonna get it. I'm sorry.
We have both been on the struggle bus lately. I have been on the mental health struggle bus, and normally I can still get on here and do the things because this brings me joy, but it was one of those times where the joy of this was robbed from me without my consent. So thanks, brain. You're an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But therapy is therapying really hard, and I'm trying to actually do the work. So I have been in the not best of headspaces, but it's fine because we're working. The whole point is to sit in the shit now so I don't have to deal with the shit later, right? Like,
right.
That's the point. So
not bottle it up and for it to explode later.
Right. I'm not going to shit all over somebody else for something that someone did to me. Or what's that say? Don't bleed on other people. Like, take care of your wounds so you don't bleed on other people that didn't cut you or whatever.
Right.
Some fucking saying like that. You know what I mean? Some clever shit that I don't know how to say. You insert whatever you want here. But yeah, we're just gonna bullshit today because I feel like we just need to ease back into things at this point. So we're gonna have a little bullshit sesh and just sort of talk about things that we've been trying to do in our time on our break to kind of soothe our pissed off brains. And something we've both gotten into recently, me just astonishingly so, that I was even able to comprehend / enjoy this game. But I have fallen face first down the rabbit hole of Baldur's Gate 3.
So. Which is so funny because it started with we're in a group chat with our friends Ray and Micah, and I just sent a screenshot, like, okay, so back when Baldur's, and I'm so apologies if you don't care about Baldur's Gate, you don't know what Baldur's Gate is, like, this episode's not for you, I guess, but if you just enjoy two weird girls talking about their weird interests, like, if that brings you joy, then you might like this episode. But basically, back when Baldur's Gate came out, and so like this month, like, or next month is like, will be like 2 years since Baldur's Gate came out. When it came out, it looked interesting. I was like, okay, I like the graphics. You know, I dabbled in like D&D, couldn't, probably played like a few sessions, would not call myself an expert or even like a good novice at best, but I just understood the basic mechanics. Well, my cousin and my friend we're playing it together, and they're like, you should play it together. I'm like, I don't want to spend the money. It's for a game I might not enjoy. It's just something like I would like to try out, but I don't, it was like, $60-$70 that I didn't want to just buy for something I wouldn't like, and so never played it. And then I had other friends that played it, like 2 coworkers at the time that were playing it. They're like, you should play it, it's amazing, everything. Well, then a few weeks ago, my cousin came over and to spend a few days with me. And he was like, oh, do you want to try Baldur's Gate? I have it on the PlayStation. And I was like, okay. So he brought his PS5 and we played it. And I was like, at first I was like, I'm not really sure I'm into this because it's like turn-based combat, which is what D&D is. And I'm more of like Mass Effect, Dragon Age. Like, I'm not like into like turn-based or strategy-based combat type of thing. I'm more of a just like real-time gameplay. And so wasn't really into it, but we made a save file together, and then I was really enjoying it. And then like as like a sweet gesture, my cousin ended up buying it for me because I was looking at it. I was like, oh, maybe it's not on sale. It's still $60, which I'm like, it's out 2 years. Like, I understand it's a great game and everything, and it was a game of the year, but the fact that it's 2 years old and still full price just baffled me.
Yeah,
But
that's batshit.
yeah, and so my cousin bought it for me because money's really no object for him, but he bought it for me, which is really nice. So I installed it on my computer, and then he was playing out his like PlayStation while he was here. So we were playing it a little bit together, and then he moved the save file to his computer when he got home. So we have been playing our save file like off and on, like maybe like once a week or so. And I had sent a screenshot of my character to our group chat with Nikki, Ray, and Micah, and I was like, look at my character. She's so pretty. I made like a tiefling cleric, and she has like blue and green hair. Like she has like an olive skin tone, like a reddish, kind of like a ruddy skin tone, like a brown ruddy skin tone. And I was like, look, she's so pretty. And Nikki's like, oh, do you think I'd like that game? I said, and to be honest, I wasn't sure because like I never know Nikki to play games like this. Like I never even played like a game like this. And I was like, well, you've never really played D&D, and I don't know if you'd like the combat, but you can try it because like me and Nikki have like a family group on Steam. So I told her like I tried out Dreamlight Valley from her account. So I told her like just try it out for mine. You'll need a lot of space. It's like 150 gigs.
Yeah.
So I said just try it out, And then Nikki proceeded to be like play it, and she'd asked me, she's like, I'm gonna play the game. I was like, just let me know when you want to play your game. I was like, okay, that's fine. And so Nikki had put like 20 hours or so at that point in her own game on my game, which was fine. Like because it's like I'm not like I'm one of those people like there are certain times where I can play a game like for hours and hours on end, but I'm getting to the point where I can't really do that anymore because it's just sitting that long in a certain position is uncomfortable, or I get motion sick. So even like when my cousin and I, when he was here, we would play like Call of Duty World War II, and I'd have to take Dramamine to play it. It's just there's certain games that like causes me motion sickness. And Baldur's Gate is not that bad. It's more of the fact of my computer monitor. This sounds like a first world problem. My computer monitor is like big, like it's curved and it's bigger than normal, like what I'm used to. And I have to sit back from my desk to be able to see it, because if you have a bigger, for anyone that experienced motion sickness when gaming, here's a tip: always increase your field of vision, your FOV, and sit further back from the screen so you can see everything. You'll get less motion sick that way, and turn motion blur off. That's my 3 tips. But so Nikki was like really into the game, and she's like, I want to get it, but it's $60. I was like, and I told her like, oh, wait till next month in August. It'll be its 2 anniversary. It'll probably be on sale then, but I've never seen it below $45, so just expect that. But then your dad bought it. Nikki's birthday was last week, and so her dad bought it for her birthday, and then so last night, like when I had checked, Nikki had put like 34 hours in, and then the next time I heard from her, she said she put 80 hours into the game.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem.
I have my own save file now, apart from my cousin, and I have like 20 hours. But me and Nikki have different play styles. We play like opposite. Like, explain, because I've been talking a lot. Explain how you have been playing the game.
So it was highly unintentional, as she said. Like, I was really not expecting to be this into this game, and I don't know if it's just like it's got to be the immersiveness of it. The fact that there's like endless possibilities to this. Like, I don't think you will never play the same game twice, ever.
Right.
Like, even if you made the same exact character, it's always different. And so I'm already, this is embarrassing. I'm already on my second run through, and I've already made it to Act 2, and I'm almost to Act 3 already. The second run through, and I've only owned this game for like 2 weeks. So like that's a problem. But anyway, I intended on doing my second run through a lot slower. It's just not happening that way for some reason. But anyway, my whole thing was like, I want to get to understand like the main storyline of this and the basic mechanics of this, right? So I made like, I Googled a bunch of shit. I'm like, what is a good character to make if you just want to blaze through the fucking game main story, right? And be able to kind of do everything and not have to worry about going back to camp and pulling different characters for different things. Like, what do you do,
What's
right?
like a jack of all trades type of like where you can
Right.
get more stuff done? Because I tried,
And
I sent her a video. I like looked on YouTube because I'm not one like she picked her bard for like her first character, and I told her and I was like helping her with something, and she was like, "Do you think these are good spells for a bard?" I told her I have no idea. I've never played a bard because like I said on my cousin's save file I made a tiefling cleric, and then my own save file I made a druid, a half elf druid, and so I sent her a video of like, here's some very basic, because I found like one video, but the video, even like some of the comments were like, this is not a good video if you've never played D&D before. Like, because this video is like the basics of Baldur's Gate, but with the assumption that the person already knows how to play D&D. So
right.
I found one that I sent to Nikki. I said, okay, this one, very basic D&D, like explanations and everything, like a crash course, because like that's what Baldur's Gate is based on. It's based on D&D mechanics. I said, here's just a crash course, hopefully to help you. And she was getting stuck in some places, and I said, I don't know, I'm not into the game far enough to know how to fix that for
Yeah.
you.
So yeah, I just sort of like, I ended up reclassing like pretty well halfway through, if not farther into the game, because Bard was not for me. Like the interactions were cool with Bard. Like you got to interact with different, like if you're whatever class you are, the interactions with different characters will be different. So like
Yeah.
if you're a bard and you interact with another bard, it's a different kind of conversation than if you're like a fighter and you interact with another bard. So it's, or like a druid and a druid or whatever. So it's a little bit different. But I decided that I wanted to be a rogue most of the way through the game because I got tired of like failing perception checks and shit. So like, and I wanted to be able to like lockpick easier, and like, and then I found out that you can cheat your way through this game.
Yes. I downloaded a cheat because Nikki had downloaded the game and everything, and she had downloaded some mods because Baldur's Gate is good in the like you can download outside mods like on nexusmods.com or something, but luckily they have like a built-in mod manager like in the game. And I like it. I like it when companies do that. Fallout did the same thing. Like even Fallout on console, you can download mods like on the console for it. And we're not above modding / cheating, okay? Like
nope.
I'm a save scummer. I will admit it full force. Like if something happens in a decision or something or in the story I don't like, I will revert that save. I am not above that. I'm not one of those people that's like, no, I'll just let whatever happens, which is how my cousin Mark plays. And so he and that's one thing about playing with him is like stressful because it's like I'm like sitting there like I don't know what to do because Mark will not reload this save. Like he'll do it if I ask, but Mark's like, no, just let what happens happen. And so Nikki had done like unfortunately there's like some mods where you can't like add the mod to an already started save file because like there was a mod where it increases your experience gain which I didn't realize Mark had done with our save, like me and his save. Like he increased the experience because he's like, yeah, I just figured because you didn't really know how to play it just makes it easier. Because there's not like I don't think there's no there is difficulty levels. Yeah, there's difficulty settings, but he's like I just want to make it easier. Just we can. He's like it'll even out at the end anyway. We're just getting to the highest level earlier than normal. I said, okay, so I downloaded that I helped Nikki download that, but it wasn't working. And I looked, and there's nothing in the mod that says, like, you have to install this before starting the game. Like, you'd think they would put that disclaimer on there. No, I only found it out because of Reddit. And so, but then I found this other one, which is basically, like, it's even called, like, Cheater's Scroll, I think. And so I downloaded for Nikki. I downloaded for myself just to see how it worked. And so I walked Nikki through it. And I said, okay, I was like, I would prefer if you don't like immediately get to the max level, which is 12. And they make mods to like get the max level to 20 if you want, which I wish I would have known that, but it's too late now. But because you can't download it halfway through the game, and basically just got her to like level 10 or something. Because I said by this point in the game that you're at right now, Mark and I were like level 8 or so, and you're like level 4, and that's why you're not getting, and which is how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be like, it's supposed to be somewhat of a challenge, but I helped her with her like settings. I'm like, okay, we have explorer mode, which is like super easy mode. It's baby mode basically, but you can make it even like a custom mode, custom difficulty mode, to where you can like not fail, like critically fail something so many times. You can like, they won't critically hit you, and like bad guys won't critically hit you. And so I was trying to make it easier because it's like I wanted Nikki to enjoy the game, and so it's like I don't want her to get frustrated with this game and quit because she's not having fun. But go on about how you changed to a rogue and everything. But like I said, we weren't above cheating. Like I wasn't using all the perks of that cheater scroll that Nikki was. Like I haven't even used it except for like just to see how it worked. But how are you using it? Because you said when you were playing with me and Mark that you were using it to like insta kill people.
I was. So, like, here's the thing. My first run through, once I found out that there was like this cheater spell scroll, and I was like, cool, we're gonna use this. I get very frustrated very quickly if I really want to enjoy something and the mechanics of it are too difficult for me to like grasp. I've never played D&D before. Like, this is my background. I don't D&D. I don't RPG. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, that's not my thing. I'm Disney Dreamlight Valley. Okay. If that tells you anything about how I game, I'm a cozy gamer.
And Sims.
I don't like,
you're a Sims.
and Sims.
Yeah.
Life sim gamer. Okay. Like, that's what I like to do. Cozy life sim shit. That's how I roll. That's my bread and butter as a gamer. So this is a whole new category for me. So I'm like trying to desperately enjoy this game, and I'm getting so frustrated. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to battle these people. I don't know what to do. I don't know what any of this shit means. And like, I wanted a way to experience the game with like no difficulty whatsoever, to understand the basic mechanics of how to play this game and what the expectations were and what the main storyline was. So my goal was to like one shot kill everybody all the way through it, so that I didn't really have to fuck with the mechanics of the battle so much until I got a little more comfortable with everything. And then I wanted to get to the end as quickly as possible because I wanted to see what it was all about. Like, what is the fucking point of all of this shit here? Like, do these interactions really matter? Does it matter what you say and how you approach things and who you talk to and who you don't? And who you find, which my first run through, apparently you're
she didn't find like multiple companions, and I was like, you didn't? Yeah. What do you mean you didn't find this person? They're like right by the ship.
Yeah, the only person I found before making my way to the Emerald Grove environs and the Druid area was Shadowheart. Mm-hmm. And like, before you get there, you're supposed to have like Astarion, Shadowheart, Lae'zel, Gale, Withers, like everyone is supposed to be there before you ever get to the Emerald Grove environs. And I'm like, and then you get Will. Well, no, you get Will when you get there, as far as I understand.
Yeah, Will's in the
after that battle starts. But yeah, I found Shadowheart, then I found Will, then I found Karlach. And then I was running around the game trying to do the game with just those people. And then I was like, wait, where's Astarion? I don't even know where Astarion is. Where's Lae'zel? Where's this? And so I start Googling, and they're like, oh, you dumb hoe. And they're back at the fucking crash site. Like, they're all right by the ship. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even go that direction. So like,
she never got one direction. She never, and I told her how to get Gale. Yeah. She got Gale at the end, but never got Lae'zel.
Got Astarion. I never got Lae'zel in my first run through because apparently, if you don't go find her,
okay. She's
spoilers.
A bitch, so
yeah, she is a bit. I mean, I don't know. I'm playing with her a lot this time. I feel like she's an incredibly complex character.
I'm sure she gets better, but it's just it's the whole like gruff, I hate everything, everybody type of thing. Like, really, like as a character, really bothers me. Even though I know she probably grows as a person, I'm like, oh, I don't want to take you around. You're so insufferable.
Yeah, it's just not the same. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who wants to play the game, but like, apparently, if you don't go find Lae'zel like off rip, you lose her altogether. Like, it's hard to find her, and then you can't access important parts of the game that she will trigger. So like, there's so many things that happened in my first run through that I missed completely. And then my second run through, apparently I'm still missing things. So and now that I have different characters, I'm having different experiences, but I just wanted to slam through it once. And then my second run, like I said, I'm all the way through Act 2. Not through Act 2 yet. There's still a lot to do. I'm in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, so basically I see her, like, because we're on Friends on Steam, and so I see, like, the general area where she is, and the fact that, like, she's on her second playthrough. I'm still in Act 1. Granted, I haven't been playing as much as she has, which is fine. That's not me, like, calling her out. It's me of the fact of,
no,
like...
it's a problem.
It's more the fact of, like, so this is where we're opposite, right? She wanted to get as much done as possible just to get through the story. I'm the opposite when I play these kinds of games. Like, I will, like, when I play Mass Effect, which I've been replaying Mass Effect 3 because I love that game. And, like, when I play Mass Effect, when I play Dragon Age, I will take my sweet ass time that I will explore every single nook and cranny that I can. And there's been a bunch of stuff that, like, and my cousin Mark, he's the patience of a saint, but he's kind of like Nikki, like, he's just more focused on main story. Like, I just want to get through the story and everything. And so I've been, like, playing with Mark. It's been kind of like trying to do, like, a happy medium where Mark will let me explore and do everything, but it's kind of like when you're at the store and you give the cashier your money and they give you your money back, and then you're, like, panicking trying to get your money back in your wallet while there's a line of people behind you. That's what it feels like to play with Mark sometimes, which there's no indication that he feels that way. He's not putting any pressure on me, but
No.
my brain is like, I gotta hurry up. I can't spend an hour searching this one wing of a castle just to find stuff. And so I've been, like, there's probably like 10 things and side quests that I've done, and not even like halfway through Act 1, that I've done on my own save file than I have with my cousin. And it's just been so funny because it's like, I found this tiefling that will perform a song for you, and even that interaction I completely missed, that you can perform with her and learn the musical proficiency skill or something. Like, she'll teach you musical instruments or something, whatever. And I missed that. She's a tiefling that's like, and I told you about her, like, I sent you a screenshot of her. She's like a tiefling that is like, and I said, oh, look at this tiefling, she's performing for squirrels, it's cute. And then she's like on the cliff above the Emerald Grove. Like, you can go in the Emerald Grove and, like, go up this, like, cliff area to her. She's, like, overlooking the beach.
Is it Althea?
Yeah.
I didn't have that interaction with her. That's weird, because I've found her, I've talked to her.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that interaction, not even the first time when I was a bard, because when I met her the first time, I was a bard.
Yeah. Well, as a bard, you should already know musical proficiency, but she, like, teach it to you, which I didn't like. You have to, like, choose specific, and this is what we mean. Like, you can, like, there's so many different ways to, like, talk to somebody and get information. Like, I found out about this, and I was already, like, way too far ahead for me to, like, reload a save, because I don't care that much about learning musical instruments. But, and if I wanted to, I could just cheat and get it anyway. But and so, yeah, you can, like, if you I guess one way you could, like, give her advice, like, because she's, like, mourning her teacher or something, and so you can, like, give her advice, which I did. I was, like, nice to her, like, oh yeah, your teacher would like that, and blah blah. But then another aspect, you can, like, perform with her and she'll teach you musical proficiency. And so I didn't know that. But it's funny, as a druid, I have animals speaking, and so I'm talking to the squirrels that she's performing for, and they're, like, in misery. They're like, please make it stop. She's awful. And it was so cute. I was like, just leave then. Like, you're not forced to be here. And so, like, I didn't think she was that bad. But so I'm, like, finding all these people and all these interactions that I didn't know about. And because I did play up through Act 1, because now Mark and we invited Nikki to our save file, and she made a character in our save file, and I said, Nikki, this would be a good way to learn mechanics, because, like, yeah, we have the 10 times experience cheat, but we're not, like, doing insta kill people, and Mark will, like, help you, like, learn the mechanics better, which I personally find some mechanics frustrating too, because it's like, what do you mean I can only move, like, 10 feet and then I can only do one action? What are you talking about? That's why, like, I prefer more, like, regular RPGs, like, that aren't, like, turn-based. But I've been finding, like, so much just on my own exploring, and I'm, like, about 21 hours in, last I checked last night, and I just saved, like, one of the druids in the goblin camp. Like I literally just finished the goblin camp and got to that scene, and I haven't finished any, like gotten a little past that. And so Nikki's like, I'm 20 hours in, I'm already into Baldur's Gate, I'm already in the middle of act 2. I'm like, damn, girl.
That's not true. I am well over 100 hours in at this point.
No, I mean, I just mean for the save file.
No, I know, but like between both my save files, I think I'm well over 100 in at this point. But
basically my at the end of the day, like my play style is I want to find every single thing I can my first playthrough, and that way any subsequent playthroughs, if I'm not burnt out by that point, I can just know what I can skip. So like for example, Dragon Age Inquisition, there's so many like codexes and collectibles and everything, like little side stuff that ultimately do not matter in the end, that it, like, I will find every single one of those things. I will 100% the game the first playthrough, and then any playthroughs after that, I will just be like, oh, fuck those collectibles. Like, forget those stones, forget those shards. I'll just, fuck them kids. That sort of stuff. And I will just do more of a Nikki playthrough where I'll still do side quests. Like, I will 100% do all the side quests. It's just collectibles. It's kind of like if you played Mass Effect, like, a lot of people say Nikki's not gonna know what I'm talking about. Like, a lot of people say Mass Effect 2 is like the best one, but for me it's like Mass Effect 3 because it's the culmination of 1 and 2. And Mass Effect 3, to me, I feel like you have to find everything and do everything, which I don't mind. I love doing that shit because like it matters in the end. And so if it's something that matters, I'll do it. So in Mass Effect, collecting all this shit matters because it's called like war assets, and you're trying to get all these materials and people and stuff to basically win a war. Whereas like Dragon Age Inquisition, who cares? Like, you don't need the extra collectibles and stuff to win, like to get the best ending, where in Mass Effect you do. So like so for Baldur's Gate, I'm just doing everything I can. I even like found like on Reddit like kind of like a checklist, like a non-spoilery checklist, just to make sure I'm like getting everything. Like, I'm not doing like a walkthrough really. It's kind of like, okay, if you're in this area, don't forget like there's this person, and this person, or this thing, and this thing. So I'm like kind of like following that to make sure I'm getting everything. And then so when I play,
you just send that to me.
Yeah, and so when I play a second time, then I know like, okay, well, I don't really need that, because like even the save file I've been playing with Mark that we invite Nikki to, I think like I just got to this part on my own save file where Mark was like, oh, we got here too late, so there's no one to save. And I'm like, oh, did we long rest too many times? And he goes, I'm not sure. He's like, I've never had this happen before, mainly because I'm the one running around slowing everyone down and trying to find everything. But I got to my save file, and like I was able to save the person I think he was talking about, but then like we never went underground. We never went to the basement of this building. We never did the quest for the guy in the building. So it's like I'm finding all this shit that I didn't know about before, and it's been really fun. So like if you ever thought about playing Baldur's Gate, like it's not on sale or anything. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure if it will be for August, but it is like I'm one of those people that I try to put like kind of like a value on entertainment. Like for games and stuff, if a $60 game I can get 60 hours out of, it's worth it to me. So like it's like almost like $1 an hour is my threshold. So yeah. Granted, I didn't buy this game for myself. Mark bought it for me, but I kind of joked to Mark when we played last. I said I gotta get Mark's money worth out of it somehow. And so, I mean, probably with Mark's game and my game, I'm probably about 35 hours of gameplay in, so about halfway to what I would consider a worth it game. And as far as like people saying like, well, you're doing like the easy mode and everything, we don't play games to be frustrated, okay? I play games to relax. Like, and I've been thinking like, oh, maybe next time I play, I won't have like so many cheats on, like, and when I say cheats, I mean like the only like quote unquote cheats we had is increased experience gain and the feats on even levels. Like, so normally I guess you don't get so many feats all the time, like you have to pick and choose more often, but I guess Mark installed that cheat as well. But it's kind of like talking about like Halo, like I started playing Halo, back when it came out, like 2001, 2002, whatever year it came out, like on easy mode, obviously. But now I can play heroic, which is the second hardest difficulty, with great ease. And so it's something you just have to get used to. And like even replaying Mass Effect, like I've always played Mass Effect on the easiest mode because it's like I don't play games to get mad. Okay, I play games to have fun, and I don't care about getting the insanity achievement. Like, oh, you can play this game on hardest difficulty. Okay, but even like Mass Effect, it's like I'm increasing the difficulty on that because it's like, okay, well, I'm getting better at this game, so I'll increase difficulty. Because otherwise, to me, it's like it's also not fun having everything too easy, like at the same time. So that's where I'm at. What about you?
Yeah, I'm actually at the point in this save file where, because I chose a completely different style of character on my second run, I went with like a fighter instead of a rogue, which I actually really like, to be honest with you. And the things that I have with this fighter are like, they make it to where I can shoot I get my crossbow and I can do like 5 or 6 arrows out of that thing. So I get to go like a bunch of times. I don't remember what I chose or how it happened, but I just do. And so I really like it. But I'm kind of, because there's a fighter, because it's a fighter, you and Halson don't get along as much because of the choices that you make, because he's a lover, not a fighter. And so like it really affects things. And like I was trying to do like, because also there's a romance part of this game, and it matters what choices you make versus who you're trying to romance. Like you have to get approvals with your decisions. So the decisions you make are also altered by the romance you're in if you want them to be. And I ended up having to cheat his approval to get the romance on this. But then I was like, I don't want to do that. So I'm kind of over it. And I don't know that I'll finish the save file. And I think I'm going to start a new one and I think I definitely want to do a druid. So
yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with druids.
I've been watching some like videos on it.
Oh, you cut out, Nikki.
Oh, it was my headphone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My headphone died on me. Hold on. Let me get the other one.
Okay.
Sorry if there's an audio echo for a minute, guys. Give me a minute. My headphones are being dumb.
Yeah. So like I'm currently playing a druid, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. And like, because druid was like my first character on WoW. I've always I wouldn't consider myself like an overly naturey person, but I just been having fun. It's been interesting because like my first character was a tiefling, and now my second character is a druid. So going to the first act where it's like almost like tieflings versus druids, like having both sides of that, because like they're having them react differently. It would have been interesting to see if I played like a tiefling druid. Like, how would you react that I'm a druid, but I'm also a tiefling? Like that sort of thing.
Yeah. So I don't know what like race and stuff I'll go for next time. I haven't really decided. But,
I like tiefling a lot. That's what I'm. Yeah, that was my D&D run. That was my D&D character.
Yeah.
And I like that you make them pretty. Like, I'm not saying like because I think another aspect like that's these kind of games like RPGs where like I will always pick a game where you can create a character over any other type of game, because it's like it's one of those things like Mark will be like, I'll play this, I'll do this preset character, maybe change the hairstyle, and then I'm done. And then like that's Mark. Like he'll just do like a randomizer of a character generator, and he'll just do. Whereas like I want to look at my character. She's pretty. Like I want like if I'm going to be spending hours looking at my character, then like even games where all you see mainly is like the back of your character, it's like I want like in cutscenes, like when you see him, like I want to be able to be like, that's my character, she's so pretty.
Yeah, same. I spent a lot of time making this one. So my first round was like I did a drow.
Yeah.
And I went with like the dark, grungy like look to her,
almost like pagan look, almost kind of thing.
Like pagan. And then this last time I decided to go with a half elf, and
that's what my druid is, a half elf.
Yeah, and I went for like the noble, like regal look, like she was highborn or something, and then became like a fighter, almost like Galadriel is kind of what I was going for, but not blonde, right?
Yeah.
So I went with a Galadriel, but not blonde, kind of theme for her. But my next one, I think I'm gonna go like full on earthy pagan, and then I do want to do a tiefling run where I do like a romance with either Will or Karlach, because I kind of want to see how the ending goes.
Right.
I'm not going to say anything more than that because I don't want to spoil it. But
yeah, because I don't know anything about the ending. Like I even asked Mark when we were playing together. I said, all these characters are talking about Baldur's. I was like, so what is Baldur's Gate? He's like, oh, it's like the main city. I was like, okay, because like I know obviously that's the name of the game. Like I thought it was maybe the name of like the world was Baldur's Gate. Kind of like Middle Earth. And then I was like, do we get to see Baldur's Gate? He goes, yeah. I'm like, okay. And so like I haven't made it that far. I've just been in the forest or in dungy, grungy castles. I haven't even made it to the Underdark. I mean, I made it to the Underdark on this character just to like unlock a waypoint.
yeah.
And I'm still deciding if I want to do the Underdark route versus the Mountain Pass route. I might do the Underdark route since we're doing the Mountain Pass route on our game save file, but it's just they're like I'm sure I'm not even halfway through Act 1 because yeah, I did like help the Grove and everything, but I still haven't made to the Underdark and did all the side quests there, like went to the castle and did the whole forge thing. It's just like the underground castle, did the whole forge thing, fight the lava monster, all that sort of stuff, which Mark and I just did on our save file. But it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, then there's probably tons of shit we missed there. So it just, but I'm having fun. Like I can only play like a few hours at a time to where I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Like not with the game necessarily. It's more of the fact of like, okay, I'm uncomfortable sitting here. I'm gonna have to move, and then so. Like, I wish I had, like, an armchair, like, a recliner type chair for my desk. Like, almost like a recliner that I have in my living room, but, like, a thinner version of that to where I could just sit. Then I would sit there for hours and probably play. But,
yeah. But see, for me, I'm on my laptop. So, and yeah. I don't have a desktop. So that's kind of where I'm like, I can just sit in my recliner for hours and play. So it doesn't really hinder me. That's kind of why I can. If I had to sit here in the chair in my office, like when we record, no way. I could not sit here for hours and do that. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's been a nice escape.
I said, yeah, I'm genuinely surprised that Nikki is like I'm genuinely surprised, but also like I'm happily surprised that Nikki likes the game so much, because I was kind of like, not that I was worried she wouldn't, because it's like, what do I care if my friend likes it? I guess I would care a little bit. It's like, oh, you don't like this game that I like? Well, I guess you're not really my friend then, huh? But it's more of the fact of like, I was so it was like a 50-50 for me. Like, okay, Nikki might like the game, and the fact of like, okay, it has pretty graphics, you can make a pretty character. You know, I wasn't sure how she was with decision-based games because I never seen her play a decision-based game. I've never, like, obviously, like I said, never seen her play D&D or any sort of thing. So I'm like, I don't know how she'll react. Because, like, even I, as someone who has played games like that I was reluctant to play it. Like, all my I had multiple friends tell me I should play it, and I was so resistant to it for 2 years, for 2 years, until Mark asked me to play while he was here. So, like, it's one of those things that's like, if me, the kind of person that, like, does like these kind of games, like RPGs in general, like trying to get someone who does not know a single thing about them, I don't know how she would like it. And so that's why I was like, I don't mind that you play my, like, she has her own version now, but I was like, I don't mind that you play my save file. Like, I just want to see if you like it, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good time. I'm actually currently stress testing, because we're getting our youngest a laptop for his birthday. He wants a laptop this year. So we were trying to figure out like what was the most cost-effective way to do that, especially because laptops right now are not cheap. Not gaming ones anyway. And so and you have to think about like what games he wants to play, CPU, graphics card, all that shit, right? Like cooling, because it's a laptop, and if you are gaming on it, it's gonna get fucking hot. No matter how good of a fan system you have, it's gonna get hot. So we were just I've been like looking at it for weeks, and we ended up deciding to get Jordan just a regular laptop because they had a ridiculously good deal on like a brand new 17-inch screen HP laptop, and he doesn't game
my
on
mom
it.
has. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how my mom has.
it literally brand new, like made this year. It's got everything he would need for just what he does. It just doesn't have to be fancy. And they had it was like a $700 laptop marked down to like 330.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we
good.
snatched it, and I was like, we ain't gonna get no better deal than this. So he got a new one, and we're gonna give. I'm now deciding whether I want to give Noah mine or if I want to give him Jordan's, because I am technically mine has a better CPU and GPU than his does, but I am currently stress testing BG3 on his, and I actually think the graphics are better on his than they are on mine, and I don't know how that's possible because I don't know that much about computers yet. But even with my Core i7 and 4060, his graphics look so much fucking better. And he has an i5.
It might just be the video processor thing, because it could be just like
Maybe.
if he has an HD like it's kind of like how like it's kind of like if you watch like YouTube on one laptop versus another laptop, you might be able to watch like 2160 or whatever the thing is, like 2160 on one laptop, but only 1080 on the other laptop.
Yeah.
Because
so I don't know what the difference is, but I'm actually, and his has a number pad on the side, so like by default it's a little bit of a longer, wider laptop.
Yeah, mine does too. Yeah,
got more room. And I think while our screens I don't think are technically much bigger than each other, it's just the way that it's all set up looks like and feels better when I'm gaming on it. So I'm stress testing it right now. I'm making sure I'm watching the temps. It does get a little hot. The CPU gets a little hot for my liking when I'm running BG3, but I'm getting a cooling mat anyway, and I was going to get one for this computer that I currently have. So I think with the cooling mat, I should be fine because it's not getting astronomical. It got to like 99, which is still too hot for me. I would like to keep it around 95, but that's not going to kill it. So it'll be fine.
Yeah, there's like websites you can like input the make and models of your laptops, and it'll compare them. Be like, okay, this one will show videos better. This one will process stuff better. This one will like cool better. And so you can like put in the specs of what you have to see like why like his like, so you're like doing all the same graphics and everything. And it's like,
I even have everything on Ultra on his, and I did it on purpose. I didn't change anything, and I'm running mine on Ultra just to see how it does. And I just think visually his
it just sounds like it's a better screen. I think it just probably has a better video processor, like a better screen.
Probably is what I'm thinking. And like even like adjusting the gamma, I put the gamma the same. Like it just seems like everything looks crispier on his than it does on mine, which it shouldn't, but it does. So I don't know. From what I understand, maybe I don't understand it altogether correctly. Because apparently the CPU is just more about how smooth everything runs.
Yeah.
And then your GPU obviously is, where you're going to get your crispy ass graphics from. But I just don't. But it also depends on your screen, from what I understand. So I don't know. Maybe he just has a better screen in his. But mine is a Asus ROG Zephyrus G16, and his is a Acer Predator. So I think they just probably have a better setup. So I'm currently stress testing it on that one. So maybe I will be changing laptops here soon. We'll see. But I also have to stress test video editing on it, because that's where it's really going to matter, I think, because I know an i5 is not necessarily shit, but I think between an i5 and an i7, as far as editing goes, might be a little harder. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know enough. I just know that like for more heavier tasks, a better CPU is better. Like a newer CPU is better. So we'll see.
I'm one of those people. It's like whenever I was building my own PC last year, I remember the IT manager at my job was like asking me specs, and I was like, can I just show you what I got? Like, I can't. It's a number. It's like it's 40, 60, 40. I don't know. It's a number. Like, I know a higher number mean better? Question mark.
Sometimes, not always. I did learn that. Not always.
Yeah, because like
it's about how it all works together too, from what I understand.
And
like, it all has to work together well, because you can have a beefy ass CPU and like a beefy ass graphics card, but if they don't like each other, or like the motherboard's not right, or the wattage is off, like there's so many things that can go wrong when you're like putting things together that I learned.
There's
that's
stuff
way above my pay grade.
There's stuff I would do different about the PC I bought, because like the motherboard, I wish I bought a different motherboard than what I have. It works fine. It's the fact that I did not have built-in Wi-Fi, which I did not realize when I bought it, is what sucks, which is why I had to buy a 50-foot Ethernet cord and snake it through my house to connect to the internet, so and stuff like that. So there is stuff I would change. Obviously I can't change it right now. It's one of those things, it's like I'm just kind of living with it right now. Like, I love how my PC runs, because booting it up and everything, like it downloaded the Baldur's Gate really quickly, which I know is also like an internet thing, which helps with the Ethernet cord versus Wi-Fi.
For sure.
But the fact that it just boots it up really quickly, whereas when I play on my laptop, when I play Guild Wars, which is like a 10-year plus old game, and I play it with my cousin and stuff, I'll be like, hold on guys, still on the loading screen, you guys are like 500 feet ahead of me already, just hold on 1 second. Whereas on my other computer, it's like, bam, I'm in, let's go. And start off running. And so it's just really nice, because even Mark was like, man, your computer runs really smooth. And he's like, what's your graphics card? And I told him, he goes, oh, that's like twice as nice as mine. And because he was telling me what his was, I was like, that sounds like a different number than what it should be. I was like, I couldn't tell you. And then we're slowly, and even I was even sending a screenshot of Nick, one of my characters, to Nikki yesterday, and she's like, your graphics just look so nice. I'm like, I know, I'm playing on Ultra.
So crispy.
Plus I have a really good monitor too. I purposely bought I bought a 27-inch curved monitor and everything, and which another mistake I made was getting one without speakers, so I have to plug in headphones, which, like I said, it's just one of those things where it's like I saved money here, but it's also an inconvenience type of thing.
I found out that the one I bought, it's not curved, it's a 27-inch, but it's not curved. It does not have speakers either, and I was like, why do I have no sound through this? What the fuck? And then I was like, oh, because there's no speakers, you dumb hoe. So I have to buy a sound bar, or like you said, I have to have the sound come through my laptop, even though I'm playing on that monitor, which is annoying unless I have headphones in. So, but anyway, I think we've rambled enough about absolutely nothing for 48 minutes. Let's do a Mad Lib. Unfortunately, I don't think I can transition into fun and fuckery for you, because it won't play. And I did not separate that graphic from its audio just yet. So we're just gonna do a little magic fairy noise for fun and fuckery. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. There we go. Fun and fuckery time. Here we are. That's the best I got for you folks. We do have a Mad Lib for you today, because I figured after we babbled at you for absolutely nothing, you deserve to have a laugh. Hopefully it's funny. We are fittingly still in our whatever the fuck this is called, Unicorns, Mermaids, and Mad Libs book.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my turn to pick words, and I didn't read the title. I just started throwing things in there. I was like, we're talking about Baldur's Gate. Let's just throw some Baldur's Gate /D&D/fantasy/ weird words in here. So I was like, okay, cool. Yes. And then I look up, and the title is An Amazing Minotaur. So I'm like, okay,
get it, guys. Amazing. If you where my Greek mythology girlies at,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you want?
I need an animal.
A bear.
Which Halson for sure.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Do I have
probably my favorite character, I think.
Oh no. Hold on, there we go. I was like, I don't have lead in my pencil. Now I do.
Oh no. Not the lead.
Bear. Okay, I need a noun.
Tank.
Plural noun.
Paladins.
Adjective.
Bulging. Can you tell us things about Halson?
Oh my gosh, man, she's thirsting after Halson, you know?
He's my favorite one in the game. He's a beefcake. Okay, he's a beefcake. That's my type. If I'm gonna go for a man, that's my type of man. Okay, beefcake.
Plus, because he's not like he is like, even because he does turn into a bear. He's a druid, but he turns into a bear, and even like looks like he'd be a bear. Like he's like he would what the gays call a bear. Like he's not a twink. He's a bear. Okay, he's a bear.
Yeah, in every sense of the word.
Okay. Verb.
Play.
Adjective.
Dark.
Plural noun.
Wizards.
Wizards. Verb.
Swashbuckle. I don't know why. It just came in my brain. So I was like, yeah, we'll do that.
Adjective.
Shiny.
Shiny. Part of the body, plural.
Dicks.
Still thinking about Halson, I see.
If you know, you know. Okay, if you know, you know.
I haven't gotten that far in my game.
Jesus, noun. God help you. That's all I have to say is Jesus, God help you.
Yeah, Nikki did not realize. What's funny is Nikki did not realize. Like, she's like, I didn't realize how like porny this game was. Like, oh yeah, there was a lot of like, even like the game I finished recently, which was Dragon Age Veilguard. A lot of people got mad that it wasn't as like graphic in like the sex scenes as Baldur's Gate, because now like Baldur's Gate set like the stage, I guess, for like for all the horn dogs out there. It like set the stage for like romance scenes and stuff, and so a lot of people got mad at Veilguard for not like doing that, even though these games would have been made at the same time. So like, how could they have fucking known, type of thing.
Right.
Plural noun.
Pantaloons.
Pantaloons. Noun.
I ran out of nouns, so I just said potato.
Potato. Boil it, mash it, stick in a stew. Plural noun.
Clerics.
Yay. Adjective.
Creamy.
Getting saucy over here. Noun.
Bard.
And animal.
Cat.
Which is with a screenshot I sent Nikki yesterday. I was like, I found out how I can get into small places. I can turn into a cat on my druid. Because I was like, one of those things. It's like, yeah, because I found like multiple, like, you know, or save file. I found like multiple like rocky crevices or like burrows and stuff. And I was like, and like your character keeps saying like, oh, I can't fit in there. And I'm like, okay, is it because I'm not like a small like race or something? And so I was like, let me try this. And so I turned into a cat, and it's like, aha, I made it. Okay, so this is called Amazing Minotaur.
Oh boy.
Interviewer. So, what's it like having a bear head, but a human tank? Minnie. I'm guessing Minnie's the Minotaur. Minnie. It's just about what you expect. Paladins don't take me seriously. My therapist misses every bulging appointment. I could play. Interviewer. How unfortunate. Do you think they are dark against all non-wizards, or what? Oh, getting a bit racist over here. Minnie. I do hunt and swashbuckle people I find wandering lost inside the maze. That could be the reason for the shiny look in their dicks.
Okay, that one was good. I was getting worried there for a minute.
Oh no. Interviewer. That seems likely. After all, pantaloons speak louder than words. With that and potato, do you have anything to say to the families of your clerics? Minnie. Only that it's never creamy to judge a book by its bard. Despite my looks on the inside, I have the heart of a cat.
Okay.
I
So it
also have
wasn't
a
my
hungry
best
cat.
work, but it's fine. Oh shit. Well, that was fun. Thanks for that.
Mm-hmm.
Fat sack of nothing that was this episode. So if you stuck around the whole time, you're probably the only two friends we have. So thanks for that. um, this was just something to get us back in the groove of recording. So I hope you enjoyed our bullshit sode. And I don't have anything else to say. So we will talk to y'all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.